And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Joel Embiid.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Jang in at the three. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Tip-off goes to Philadelphia. Pass to Edgecombe. From the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Down low. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Up top, Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo grabs the board, and so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Now here's Oubre. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Embiid, a screen on Porter. Inside. Embiid's shot is good.
That's about as easy as it gets for Embiid in that range.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Ali. Count it.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Outside Maxey. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Now here's Maxey. 17 points in his last outing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for 1, Jang.
'76ers trail by 6. Here's Edgecombe, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 5 points.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Porter with a screen on George. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Embiid, a screen on Porter. Maxey passes to Embiid. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Back to Maxey from behind the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And his team's run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
We head towards the playoffs. Let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at Philadelphia. If the postseason were to start today, they'd be the 7th seed. And, of course, Milwaukee, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they're in a precarious spot. Every win is so crucial for them right now. And that's why they're approaching the end of the year with this playoff mentality.
Now here's Porter. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Pass to Embiid. The turnaround. Again, Philadelphia.
Slick move. Makes the turnaround jumper look easy.
Outside Porter. Now Turner puts up a three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Outside Oubre. Pass to Maxey. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Maxey's got 12 points.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
Well, he's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Here's George. Boy, he just disappeared against New York. They needed him. George sets a screen. Outside Oubre. Embiid finds Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. 5 to shoot. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Porter's shot is off. George in the post. Antetokounmpo covering. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, George with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Pass to Oubre.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game.
The line for the 76ers. Oubre Jr.
Shooting two.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Sixers. He's off on the second, and teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Legs.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Maxey, that's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Philadelphia. Grimes comes in for Oubre. And let's take a look at the first-year players who have really brought it on the offensive end. Here are the NBA's leading rookie scorers. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
And it's always hard to predict how easily young players will adapt to the league. But on the offensive end, he's really hit the ground running.
Here's Jang. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Porter. Now here's Turner. Shot clock at 5. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
Maxey, that's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
On the wing, Porter. 4-3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
And here's Maxey outside. Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Tipped. It's stolen by Maxey. With the step back. Here's Edgecombe. 8 points in his last timeout. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Rollins. And here is Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo to the inside. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Now here's Maxey. 16 points for him.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Nice shot by Turner. And now it's just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. New group for the Bucks. The Sixers lead by 4. Watford the pass to Grimes. Outside Edwards. Back to Grimes. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Watford right side. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Kuzma, the pass to Green. Takes the 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Watford outside. Outside Grimes. And there's the screen. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Kuzma. Still without a bucket. Some solid defense from Edwards. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Portis against Embiid. 11 seconds left now in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Here's Barlow. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Get off in time or not.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, up 6. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Green. And it's Nance in at the 4 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Barlow. Portis with the steal. Trent outside. Portis, the pass to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Count that one. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Sixers leading. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
That free throw, no good. And it's tied up with that one. The 76ers shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Watford the pass to Grimes. Back to Watford. They set the pick. Pass to Grimes. No good with the triple. And for the Bucks, they're shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Green, a screen. Kuzma against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Kuzma outside. And the Bucks miss again. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Watford. Now Embiid, defended by Portis. To end the drought. Embiid can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kuzma finds Green. Portis outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Now here's Embiid. 9 points in the game. Outside Grimes. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Kuzma with the ball. Guarded by Edwards. Trent outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Trent. Embiid against Kuzma. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Here's Nance. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, nice decision from Kuzma there. Just breaking down the defense in the screen and roll action.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo is checked in for Nance. Jang comes in for Kuzma, and it's Rollins in for Trent. Philadelphia also making some changes. Walker comes in for Edwards, and it's Tyrese Maxey in for Watford. So it's Philadelphia now. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last meeting.
And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. The 76ers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Maxey. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Portis outside. Pass to Rollins. Back to Portis. He buries it from 3. Portis has got 6 here in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Maxey. Here's Barlow. Back to Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Walker, a screen on Green. Just 4 to shoot. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
76ers trail by 3. Outside Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Three-pointer, no good.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Green, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Maxey. Nice jump shot. And that's 20 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And you've seen Maxey elevate his game every single year. He has now turned into one of the game's premier scorers.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Porter Jr. in for Green. Philadelphia also making some changes. George, he's checked in for Barlow. Oubre comes in for Walker, and it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Here's Porter. He's got 5. Out left to the wing. Pass to Rollins. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
76ers trail by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Brian, back to you.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. There's a screen by Jag. Here's Rollins. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Paul George pulls down the board. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
They were destroyed on the glass. Just horrendous. That explains their loss.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. And he just slams it over Paul George.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Edgecombe, and here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Porter from outside, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Maxey against Porter. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid with it. Can they get it? Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
Taking us back to my days. A mid-range jumper from Porter Jr. I didn't know those were allowed anymore.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Drummond has checked in for Joel Embiid. And let's look at the rookie leaderboard and recognize the freshmen in this class that have been piling up the steals since the All-Star break. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
You can tell by his steals numbers that he's really figuring things out here in the second half of the season. You have to protect the ball when he's around.
Maxey on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter. And then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And he makes the first.
And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push the pace.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Porter from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. Oubre passes to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Out to Oubre. George outside. To the paint. Here's Drummond. He can't get it to go. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to George. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Maxey's got 24 points.
And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Here's Jang. He's got 6. Here's Rollins. There's a screen by Turner. Rollins passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Whoa, Miles Turner. Put that on his highlight reel.
And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 10. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Drummond. Outside Maxey. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Edgecombe. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. Giannis going downhill. It's stolen by Drummond. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And one of the things I love about Maxey, he has relentless energy. It doesn't matter what defense is thrown at him. He is constantly hunting his offense.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Good on both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. He's scoreless. On the wing, Porter. Over Maxey. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
I'll take it one further. When Giannis is this hot offensively, he looks like the best power forward of all time. Apologies to Tim Duncan.
Will you stop it? Let's not go there. Stop it, Kitty.
I said looks like, Shaq.
Stop it, Kitty.
Like.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
When I look at the Bucks, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
The Bucks leading by 8. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
The three from Edgecombe. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. George with a steal. Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to George. Here's Edgecombe. Fires for 3. Philadelphia with another miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for. Well, that's 2 good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Dang, shot is off.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Oubre with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Clock at 6. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Antetokounmpo outside. Good work defensively by Oubre.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Pass to George. George draws the double. The 3 from Edgecombe. Gets the 3 to fall. Edgecombe's got 5.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Antetokounmpo against George. Oh, Giannis working inside.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Maxey passes to George. They set the screen. Let's go with a 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
Pass to Jang. The 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jang. 6 points for him. To the middle. Nice shot by Turner. 13 points in the game.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Maxey surveying the D. And the 3 off target. Milwaukee leading by 10. Pass to Jang. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Maxey passes to Embiid.
Get there, get there.
The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Antetokounmpo against Oubre. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And laid in to finish off the break. Maxey's got 28 points for the game.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Here's Rollins. No made baskets yet. Antetokounmpo, right side. Over Embiid. Can't cash it in from the high post. 76ers trail by 11. Oubre on the wing. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 11. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Maxey. And there's Porter on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
He's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looking at the real numbers from the real NBA, the best free throw shooting teams of the season. Philadelphia, 4th.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Bucks on D. Pass to Maxey. Now Embiid. Turner covers. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Well, one thing that's true about Embiid, he knows how to draw that whistle. That's a great pump fake.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And he makes both free throws. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
Here's Rollins. No points so far. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Turner. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Embiid against Turner. Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Porter, the pass to Sajang. Back to Porter. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. 76ers trail by 13. And here's Maxey outside. Drops in the three. Maxey's got 31 points.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Now here's Porter. 12 points for him. Pass to Rollins. From deep. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 13. Launches it. Porter's shot is off. 76ers trail by 13. George passes to Maxey. And here's Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. The 3 from Edgecombe. And the 76ers another 3.
And that's his second 3 of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Pass to Jang. Back to Porter. Now here's Portis. And here's Turner. Embiid covers. Here's Oubre. And the deficit down inside single digits.
That's just great vision from Embiid. He's so good at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
And here's Portis. 6 points for him. Buries it from 3. Portis has got 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Edgecombe. Give him 8. Left side, Maxey. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. And that'll fire up your team. Great defensive play at one end and instant offense at the other.
George for 3. Drills it from deep. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Going with almost an entirely new group here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jang. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Rollins. And Green is subbed in for Porter Jr. Pass to Trent. To the inside. And it's Portis. That time on the assist from Trent. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
The shot by Watford, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Outside for Green. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Now here's Watford. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Antetokounmpo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Bucks lead by 18.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Watford outside. Pass to Grimes. Here's Barlow. Watford outside. 6 to shoot. And that time also a missed shot. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fader on the way. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Grimes. And another miss by Philadelphia. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Bucks on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. A.J. Green is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The Bucks leading by 17. Now Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. Watford with it. Outside Grimes. To the paint. Here's Barlow. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Green. Antetokounmpo outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's stolen by Kuzma. And the Bucks pushing it up now. It's tipped. Left side, Green. Rebound by Philadelphia. It's Grimes on the wing, guarded by Trent. Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
76ers trail by 20. Outside Grimes. Pass to Watford. Philadelphia moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid passes to Grimes. Shoots over Portis. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Now here's Kuzma. Portis the screen. The 3-ball. It's Kuzma with the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Embiid a screen on Green. Here's Watford, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on A.J. Green. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
First one falls for him. And the Bucks with some changes. Turner comes in for Portis. And Harris is subbed in for Green. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxi's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Turner, a screen on Embiid. Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. There's a screen by Turner. Elbow shot on the way. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Here's Maxey. Watford outside. Over Kuzma. The shot by Watford, no good. The Bucks leading by 19. Throws it up high. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Embiid, a screen on Harris. Maxey against Harris. Outside Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Over Turner. Embiid misses.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. And they call an illegal screen here. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Jang, he's checked in for Kuzma. Rollins comes in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Harris.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Maxey, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. To the middle. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, it's really tough on that defender. Embiid's just so good, and now you give him a chance for one more.
And the 76ers with some changes. George comes in for Barlow, and it's Kelly Oubre in for Grimes. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Jang. He's covered by Oubre. Pass to Turner. Fires the three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 assists in the game. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Kevin Porter.
And that level of activity by Maxey makes him a really tough cover.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
A line change here for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Maxey. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Here's Kuzma. Back to Green. Portis, the pass to Trent. Over Edgecombe. And Trent the bucket on the assist by Portis.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Philadelphia moving it around. Embiid, a screen on Green. For three, Maxey. Rebounded by Kuzma. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Green. To the inside. Portis. It's good from in tight. Portis has got 9 points here in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's Edgecombe. A clear look for Embiid. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Well, Embiid is laser focused. The way he shoots the ball is unreal for a 7-footer.
Now here's Green. Portis a screen. Back to Green. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Kuzma. Up top, Maxey. Defended by Kuzma. The three from Edgecombe. The shot that time not on target. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Kuzma, the pass to Green. Three-pointer. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Maxey. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
No good on that one. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Ryan comes in for Green. And he sinks the second. Here's Ryan. Portis outside. Pass to Kuzma. Soft touch off the glass.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
George outside. Out to Oubre. The three from Edgecombe. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Well, Milwaukee's shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Here's Kuzma. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, I like seeing Kuzma as the playmaker in these sets. He can be so creative.
Pass to George. Off target from outside. Milwaukee has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Now here's Kuzma. He's covered by Oubre. Kuzma down low. He's against Oubre. Kyle Kuzma again.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
George outside. No good on the triple. George has gone 2 of 5 tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And here's Milwaukee now. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. It's Kuzma with the miss. George passes to Maxey. From downtown, it's hauled in by Portis. And here's Milwaukee now. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Kuzma. Portis with a screen on Oubre. Here's Ryan. Maxey covering. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Oubre. Misses there. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.